My name is Jackson Amir Vines. I also go by Amet Ricky. I'm a singer, songwriter, rapper, and actor. I'm also a transgender male. Yes. I'm a proud trans and I was born female, but I was always felt like I was male. Almost like, trapped in the wrong body, that type thing. So I cut my hair. Some men do, some men don't. I chose to. I take testosterone. Some men do, some men don't. I choose to.
Summer dreaming, can we take it way back to late night conversations over Mary Jane and 8 tracks? My mama probably cursed me if she ever heard me say that, but she would never hit me and it kill me just to say that. I'm honest, the pretty prima donnas, the one with fancy nails and the hair about Shakana. And swear to God she fine as what would you go do with that? Cause I lose my last over that ass soon as she find hers. Why does it take a bland taste to water the mouth? The soaking sheets and broken streets when they come run to your house. And I got pussies who would you a fucking hoe through these racks. And I got doors to fucking maul if you get bold with these cats. I'm playing, these are the innocent thug thoughts of forevers. The pretty is a ditty with a strap under the sweaters. And what type of a loner like this smoke and rap that thug shit? Excuse me for confusing you with my forever young shit. I had a girl, then I left her in the text. She asked me where your feelings, said I left it in the sex. Was bad with matching nose, that's why I left her with the next. The luxury of lust has got me wanting loving less. Can rewind back to the happy family living. Ain't seen my big brother in a couple Thanksgivings, cause he was locked up for a nickel. So the dimes I feel my time have has hurt me in the corner crying, whispering. It take a bland taste to water the mouth. The soaking sheets and broken streets when they come running your house. And I got pussies who would chew a fucking hole through these rats. And I got doors to fucking maul if you get bold with these cats. I'm playing, these are the innocent thug thoughts of forevers. The pretty is a ditty with the strap under the sweaters. And what type of a loner like to smoke and rap that thug shit? Excuse me for confusing you with my forever young shit.
Police for private business. So one of the great misinterpretations from the New York Times and the Huffington Post and others is that we passed a bathroom law on private businesses. Just the opposite.
But with respect to government businesses, you have passed a law that requires people to use the gender that aligns with their biological gender at birth.
By law, I'm supposed to use the restroom that's assigned my birth gender, so meaning I'm supposed to go to the female restroom when I'm out in public, but I don't, just because that's not who I am. I'm a male. I don't see anybody standing outside the stall to check my ID or to check my pants.
What we ought to do is for those people who have these unique gender identification issues, which I empathize with, we ought to allow the schools to make special arrangements for those people. But to all of a sudden change the basic common sense rules that we've had in our restrooms, at our rest stops, at our schools, especially at our universities, this is the way we've been doing it for years.
The schools are a dicier issue too, because it's children, and maybe the parents haven't had that talk. I get, but like the public restrooms that are provided in public places or maintained by the state. The question that many have is what is your fear that, because there is a misconception that transgendered are somehow molesters or more, and they're not. That's not true. Yeah.
I don't use that term.
Typically male molesters are heterosexual, and if they want to sneak into a bathroom, they'll do it. But 90% of the cases, molestation happens with someone you know. So what is the fear about the transgender situation in the bathrooms?
Mine is not a fear. I'm not doing it, and I don't like the rhetoric that's often used on the right saying what the fear is. It's the basic expectation of privacy that I hear from mom and dads and families, that when their daughter or son goes into a facility, a restroom, they expect people of that gender, of that biological sex or gender, to be the only other ones in that. Mm-hmm. That's the expectations that we've had for many, many years. Is both
good old HB2, little gay Jim Crow, I like to call it. It's actually taking a real big toll on me. I've lost 3 jobs because of HB2. People make the bill saying, oh, you might have transgender people who attack somebody when they go into the restroom, but honestly, it's the other way around. There have been many times where I've gone into a female restroom and, people will say, oh, there's a black boy in the bathroom and he tried to attack me and he tried to do this to me, and I'm really just standing there on my phone minding my business. Or there's times where I'll go into a male restroom, and now that I'm transitioning, people don't question me as much. But at the beginning of my transition, there were times where people did still see me as female. So I would have males making inappropriate comments about me being in there.
It wasn't. It was a respect for privacy. It was an expectation of privacy that individuals have, especially our youth have, when they go into a locker room, a shower, or a restroom. They expect only people of their gender to be there in that shower, locker room, or restroom. And
let me just ask you about
tradition that we've had for many years.
Well, let me ask you about
I had a general manager who was transphobic. He would make comments like, people like me have to be watched. People like me have an issue with authority because we're not even comfortable being our own selves. I've had customers run around the restaurant because a black male was in the female restroom because my general manager would harass me so much that the one place who I worked so hard to not go to was the only place I felt safe, because he would harass me so much. That's the only way he could go in. And I ended up quitting there because he would lie and tell me I wasn't on schedule when I was, and then when I had tried to have a conversation with him about it, he called me a tranny. The 3rd job, they just would misgender me all the time. They would overwork me. I'm the type of person where I love to work hard. I don't really care the consequences. But they would take advantage of that, and then when it was time for me to ask for help and assistance, they wouldn't want to help me and tell me, oh, you're a grown-ass man, right? Okay. But I'm more confident and feel more safe and secure in the male restroom, so that's what I'm going to use. And Pat McCoy can see that. Honestly, I remember being in kindergarten, I used to purposely get in trouble so I could go to the other kids' cupboards and steal their clothes. Or I would pee in my pants, so they would make me change clothes and I would wear their clothes. I was being in trouble for sagging by 3rd grade. So I just always felt like I was in the wrong body. When I first came out to my family, they weren't accepting of it, and they haven't been accepting of it, so I haven't been home since I came out about my transition. It's hard for me because they watched me before. They watched me all my life. So it's hard for them to adjust to this new person. For the past 19 years, they've known me as Ariel, and then all of a sudden, now I'm Jackson, now I'm Amir, now I'm a whole new person that they have to relearn and re-get to know because I'm not the same. My family had a lot of money, my family very successful. So I used to be the kid that used to get Louis Vuitton bags just to try to make me be a girl. I could have every material thing I wanted, but because I wasn't happy with myself, I didn't really want the material things. Back home, when I went out in public, I had to dress as a femme. It sucked because I was pretty, and I didn't like it. Because I used to always get complimented, oh, you're such a pretty girl, all this. And I'm like, yo, I'm a grown-ass man. What do you mean? It was real awkward. It was really uncomfortable. I had to get used to being in that body and being somebody that people were attracted to. Having people always want to compliment me or discuss how I appear. And I'm like, y'all find it attractive, but I don't even like it. Once I came to school, I was a stud for about a good year, and then that was my way of slowly transitioning and progressing. And Finally went all the way. My friends love it. My friends accept me for who I am.
Yeah.
All right, so my name is DeMarcus Johnson. I met Amir in 2014. I'm real open to things, so you know what I'm saying. If that's what you want to do with your life, go ahead. I can't stop you from doing it, so I might as well accept it. There's times where they slip up and they might say she, you know, they might call me by my real name, but they're getting used to it because they love me and they love the man I'm becoming. Like they're seeing the growth in me, they're seeing how more confident I am, how more calm I am, how more just in love with myself I am, and that's making them love me more.
Almost like the culmination of seeing him come full circle into the young man that he is becoming, and to have an opportunity to just give him and introduce him to our community as that fully formed young man that he is. I'm just so proud to see him and share his talents with the community.
Nah, he's real laid back. Like we kind of like the same person. All we do is sit around and listen to instrumentals. And when we find one we like, we just get on it. We're right to it.
I told her slow down, baby girl, can you please just be careful? Cause this could be the type of heartbreak you won't prepare for. Or this could be the type of new life your mama prayed for. This love or this lust, for better or worse. Slow minds get feelings caught up. Don't you get caught in the drift. Don't get caught up in the rush. So tell me where we head.
I've seen it bring some more emotion into his music because of people who don't really accept it. That comes out like in certain verses, in certain parts of songs. You can really hear what he's going through. So I really appreciate them for bringing more emotion into the music so people can feel it more.
Lit up with tears of broken dreams in it. Don't leave before you finish. You'll leave before you finish. Slow down. I told her slow down, baby girl, can you please just be careful? Cause this could be the type of heartbreak you won't prepare for. This love or this lust, so better or worse. Slow minds get feelings caught up. Don't you get caught in the drift. Don't get caught up in the rush.
For a year, he started in 2014, and he came to my room and we recorded the song. It wasn't a bad song. It was just like, it wasn't the best song we ever did.
Don't get caught up in the rush. Too much of that liquor got you unfamiliar. Girl, let me reintroduce you to you. Let me remind you how it feels when you feeling yourself. And we can slide out if you feel like feeling someone else. I'm kidding. This drunken reminiscing got me wishing for cocoa butter kisses and the oils of dipper in it when I finish.
I've been there for the whole process. It's really hasn't changed because I've been hanging out with the same person. You know what I'm saying? Like when I first met him, he was talking about the same stuff we talk about now. We talk about girls, we talk about music. So it's really like hanging out with the same person. So I'm on board. I've been on testosterone. I actually just took my 7th shot, so I'm starting my 7th week. But as far as being open about wanting to transition, as far as changing my name, the whole physical process, I've been doing that for years. But I've been, I love it. It's like every week. I've never been a person that likes shots, but every week I'm like happy to just stick myself. Like let's get it. You're able to basically be in control of who you are. Like you control how you look. Like you get to watch your body change. I've gotten taller. I've gotten muscular, and I was always like real bony. Facial hair coming in. I'm getting a little bit of acne. I always had clear skin. But you seeing yourself change to the person you always felt like you was. Like, it's amazing. It was very hard for me to get on testosterone just because it was, first of all, in North Carolina, it's hard to get. In Durham, it's hard to get. So I actually had to go to Planned Parenthood in Raleigh and had to go and talk to them, and they do a physical on you. They ask you about your background, your relationships, every aspect there is of your life. After that, my blood work came out okay. So they gave me a certain dosage, and I started at that dosage for a month. After my first month, I went back for an update, and she said that I was doing physically okay, so she pushed my dosage up. But that's how you go about it. I want to have top surgery. Not everyone does. 80% of people who transition don't have surgery. But I choose to have top surgery. I refuse to have bottom surgery just because of I don't know what my future will be as far as my future wife. and how she will be compromised. So I'm not going to do that part. But I'm living my life how I feel like I should be, and I'm happy with it. I think the hardest part is the people who don't accept it. Like, that's the only thing that hurts, honestly. Is trying to get people to be used to you being happy with yourself.
Right.
Before the transition, relationships were real easy. Like I said, people found me attractive, and I was a stud with a whole bunch of hair. So it was easy to get girls, to get attention, to want people to talk to you. And I feel like back then, like I had the juice back then. I met somebody in January. At that time, I still appeared feminine. I still had hair. So to some people, I came across as just a regular stud. So at the time, she knew I was trans, but she didn't really understand what trans meant. Like in her mind, she thought it meant, oh, you just feel like you're a boy. But she didn't really think that I was going to go all the way through. So once it was time for me to cut my hair, she was telling me to cut it, but once I did, oh, now you're not attracted. She, didn't want me to take testosterone. So I put off taking testosterone for 3 months just because I was scared I was going to lose it. Once I did start taking my testosterone and started changing, our relationship became even more rocky. It was abusive. She was cheating on me. I was taking care of her, and it was almost like no matter how much I loved her, what all I did for her, it was never enough because the person she felt like she was happy with wasn't happy with themselves, and she would rather have that person than me. In the beginning, days were perfect. Like every Sunday, we both took off of work to go to the mall, to go have date nights, to go out and spend time with each other. And she was like my best friend. It was like perfect. It got to the point where I fell in love with her so bad, I gave her a promise ring. With the Zales with my best friends and everything, like we're picking out the wedding ring, and went and got her a promise ring. I don't know where I see myself as far as going into future relationships because I have to hear from this one. I mean, it's really hard, even starting on this journey alone, but better yet, starting on this journey in love with somebody, thinking that they're going to be there for you good, and this is what helps make you lose them. Like, just being happy with yourself makes you lose the person you love. Now, I'm sure, her anger issues, her abuse issues, her infidelity, those play.
Hey, babe.
What's up?
Nothing, just chilling.
What you doing?
No, I was in the bathroom.
I'm on the way home. I'll be there in a minute.
Okay. All right. See you in a bit.
All right.
No, you tripping because now you telling me that car had something to do with me. I didn't do anything.
All I asked was the question was, who is that? That was it.
No, because I feel like you putting it on me. So because the car leaves and you're not here now all of a sudden they came from me. No, that's no. I want to hear move. Cause you tripping like what? I don't understand.
You know what?
No, what you mean? Like, ooh, you got me feeling some cold, man. You got me feeling some type of way. You gotta be kidding me right now. Man, I don't understand. You fucking stupid. Like, I don't understand what the fuck is the problem. God, all this shit.
Yo, put my shit down.
Take that shit. Care about this stuff. Man, you pissing me off. Ooh, man, get off me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I just do that. Gosh. Can't even think. Don't ever touch me again. I I promise you, I'm trying to. Man, God, you're making me mad. Fuck. No.
I'm sure, her anger issues, her abuse issues, her infidelity, those play the part as well. But right now, I'm just in a place where whoever I do end up being with has to be fully in love with me as a male. Right now, it's just working on getting my music out. I put that album out in March called Hiatus, so it talks about basically my journey. Right now, I'm working on a video for my song Drunk Driving. Drunk Driving is a song that I wrote for myself. When you listen to it, it kind of sounds like one of those love songs, like where you got pay over type thing. But it's actually a song that I wrote to myself about how I felt, transitioning in the mental and emotional aspects. So I was like, slow down, baby girl, be careful. So I'm working on that, working on acting, trying to work with Seven King, Eden's Garden, Ballroom Entry, trying to do more tours, go around to different universities and cities, spreading my work, just trying to be successful, honestly. Yeah, I'm in love with my music. Like, that's one thing that besides being a trans man, I feel like I've always been meant to do all my life. Now that I'm developing more as far as in the industry, I get a lot of people who tell me, well, you should have stayed a lesbian and then people will listen to your music. No one wants to, buy a trans man. You can't be you can't be mainstream when you're trans. I'm like, that's not true. You could be anything as long as you got the talent, as long as you got the drive for it. And a lot of people ask me, like, do you really want to be a black man in America? Like, you write yourself a death sentence. And it's hard because it's bad enough that I get stopped because I'm black. It's bad enough that I get stopped because I'm trans. But now I'm a black trans man. So the target is always on my back. Like, there's a lot of times where I might be walking home from campus and I see an officer, so I got to check over my back a couple times just because I don't know why they want to stop me. Or I have to question why people treat me how they do. Are you treat me like this because I'm black and I'm male? Are you treat me like this because I'm trans? Like, what is your reason? And for me, even though people feel like it's a death sentence because of everything that's going on, I'm still happy to be the person that I am because this is who I'm destined to be. My name is Jackson Amir Vines. I also go by Amet Ricky. I'm a singer, songwriter, rapper, and actor, and I'm also a transgender.
I figure if I want to go get the text back or the phone call, I might as well put it into a song, right? I said, are you single, taking a lit? An expansion of one question. I'm never finding a chick, I'm never finding a chick who be loyal and down for me. My first was just a talk, I left lonely and crying for me. My next was just an ex, I proceeded with why. She had a soul that shiver cold by the secrets of thighs. In hindsight, I think my last was the first. I'm fully committed. We ended based off of feelings. She don't want forever, she lit, but she a model. In the same building, same party, don't want no problems. Dancing on stage, staring at the bottom of a bottle. And is that Jack the only man you struggling to swallow? Just hit me up tomorrow or maybe when it's convenient. She feels getting attached from the thoughts of her ever leaving. And this is just another sad story of false commitment. A pretty girl that's damaged by what is or truly isn't. And she said, and I ain't gonna lie for you, I ain't gonna cry for you, and I ain't gonna ride it out and even get high for you, cause whatever it ain't meant to be, and you ain't gonna lie to kick it with me, and I ain't gonna feel it on your fantasies. So what's up? I'ma only give you enough, and I'm trying to be as love. Look, I can tell you was an angel. I spot you a mile away with the devil up on your shoulders and heaven up on your face. When you're getting down on your knees, are you singing amazing grace? Are you praying for God forgiveness? Why misery from your face? I know how your forever just cease to exist. It's got you careless and no regrets if you power trip. It's got you acting like you never put dirty tears on my sweaters. Do memories of our happiness you felt a miss. And when you catch the feelings, do you drop the common sense? And it's my message apologetic of politics. And I'm meaning no disrespect if I'm incorrect. I'm just another victim of the monster ignorant is bliss. Cause lottie-dottie, she likes to party. She wants the dirty and the naughty, and she don't want them sorry. She just wants to blame it on the liquor and don't call me in the morning. And I ain't gonna lie for you, and I ain't gonna cry for you, and y'all enjoyed Shades of Pride this week? Can y'all give a round of applause for Miss Atlanta one more time, please? She likes to party. She wants the dirty and the naughty, and she don't want them sorry. She just wants to blame it on the liquor and don't call me in the morning. Lottie-dottie. She likes to party. She wants the dirty and the naughty, and she don't want them sorry. She just want to go, 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 go.
And I ain't gonna lie for you, and I ain't gotta cry for you, and I ain't gotta ride it out and even get high for you, cause forever it ain't meant to be. And you ain't gotta lie to kick it with me, and I ain't gonna fulfill none of your fantasies. So what's up? I'm only gonna give you enough, and I'm excited to be asked for love.
That's all I got for y'all.
Hey everybody, my name is Morgan E. My name is Courtney Orr. We are the owners of Chasing Cloud Films. We started only a few weeks ago. We actually just finished working on our first short film, but we got our inspiration from the lack of film work within the LGBT community. I know sometimes you always wonder why you don't have anybody to really relate to within movies and web series and sitcoms and everything, and now we're trying to bring that about.
We just wanted to show pride within the Black community, within the LGBTQIA community, and just pride in oneself. So we have a lot more coming. We have a lot of ideas, a lot of creative things coming your way. So don't forget to stay tuned for what we have coming next.
So again, we just need everybody's support. We would like for you to share the video and share our Instagram pages and so forth and so on. But you have to remember that somewhere out there, there's somebody that has nobody to look up to. Nobody to show them how to be who they are and be comfortable within themselves. And that's where our films come into play. So if you have any ideas or any suggestions or anything, feel free to message us. Of course, we'll definitely listen to it, take heed to it. Okay, so
That's it, guys.
That's it. So stay tuned.